Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the new year. This is obviously the first video from that we filmed during 2022, and I can tell you already, it is cold. Very cold. I've just brought a few bits to the bus, a bit of fuel in it. We've got nice sun, but it's absolutely freezing. It's like 4 degrees. So this is going to probably be one of them videos that's going to be quite cool, because this is going to be one of the first times this has been cold started in this sort of, it's not been ran for 2 weeks, so I'm optimistic. Now I've only brought the camera that you're watching me on now, so I'm going to put this one at the back of the bus, and then I'm going to do the filming at the front with my phone. And we're going to see how this goes. We don't know if the batteries are going to be charged or whatever. And then I'm going to leave it running for about half an hour, switch it off and go home, because it is really cold. Let's do this. Right, so let's see if this starts. Well, for a start, let's see if it's got battery power, because this bus stays alive at all times. So it's still got air pressure. We've still got a bit of air pressure in tank 2, so it holds that. There's enough to turn the isolator on. Here we go. Sounds very active. Definitely getting chopped. Oh, it's definitely burning. never will. I will always win. So I'll leave this running for a bit now, and it can charge up all the battery power I've just used to try and start the bleeding thing. So, air pressure is building. As I said before, it is very cold, but welcome to the new year. It is started now, God for that. I have to obviously look into that. It's possibly the lift pump that's going, but the lift pump is in the back seats, right down at the bottom. Easily enough to replace, but it'll be an absolute pain in the backside to do. So that's that. But for this year in 2022, we're looking out for hopefully this mammoth of a beast to be on the road. With more of your help and the Patreon supported, we can hopefully do more videos, because what it is we have to take off. Obviously we take our time off to come do this, and this is our voluntary work, other work, whatever you want to call it, depending on how you rate MancBuses as a company. So it is essentially a hobby. Well, started off as a hobby. So we then come on our days off from normal work to come do this, and because of how we do it, we do all the filming and everything like that, and we're trying to make something of bus preservation and show how it is and what have you. It is essentially like having a second job that's unpaid, and our reward is to see you guys enjoy the content, engage with us, etc. Now, we're never wanting to take a paycheck out of this, because that would be wrong. At the end of the day, we started it as our hobby, and if we was ever to end it, we'd end it as our hobby. So really what it is you guys helping support us means that we don't have to work as much to do it, because we all absolutely cane work, literally, you know, and we obviously don't want money for nothing, so we're not one of them. We always try and give back to what you give, essentially, and I know that some of you like to see this on the road, and you wanted to see some of the other projects on the road, and we are going to be hopefully going down to the B10 and seeing how 7176, as well as the other stuff they've got down there, because they've got quite a few bits down there. It'd be quite interesting to actually have a look around and, you know, and see what they've got, because I know they've got quite a bit of stuff. They've been buying quite a lot, but we want to go in this, so we obviously want this on the road, and it's not far off now, hopefully. We should have an interesting video about doing the tyres, because we're going to be doing them ourselves. I say we are. One of the lads that helps us, that works for a coach company, is going to come and do the tyres. We just need to get the stuff back together. It's on order, it should be here, and it should be at my house now, essentially. But a lot of the money that we get from you guys goes on obviously spare parts for this and fuel and whatever else, but we do put a lot in ourselves, and I mean a lot. If you're part of the patronage, you can normally see the accounts. You can see the accounts on the company's house website, but obviously this is a slightly abridged version of them, because we don't have to put a full account in. So that is slightly abridged, and it's sort of broken up a bit more to how much we actually put in and how much you guys give and what have you. But we do want to grow patronage and YouTube membership. Not so much YouTube membership, I can't stand YouTube membership, it's you rubbish. Which is why we've changed Patreon and made it a little bit more bus-like, hopefully. But yeah, a lot of the stuff a lot of your money goes on stuff like this, which is, they were in a packet, but I've been using them at home. They're very sharp. But we were doing with not proper stuff, so we've now got, we want to do the injectors on this bus, as you've just seen it, might need them. So we've got a lovely torque wrench there, and we couldn't have had this sort of stuff at the other place because it would have gone walkies. And we've got some proper laser impact sockets, half inch drive, 10mm all the way up to 32, which is probably going to be like the biggest size that we use, because B10 wheels are 32s, our wheels are 27 or 30, I think they're 30 on this, so we now have a proper 30 impact socket, though we did before anyway. So yeah, so that's what a lot of the money goes on. A lot of it goes on tools. It's not cheap, but obviously it's better to have our own tools and be able to fix things at the side of the road, or you know, like here, because I know there's a few people that don't want to get involved in that sort of thing, and they just drive it and then they pay someone to fix it. Well, it's not good paying someone to fix it, but how about if you fix it yourself? You can save yourself thousands of pounds, and it's a great experience. So in places like this where we can do it, just noticed my body panels bulge out down there. I have to fix that. But yeah, in places like this where we can, and you know, during the week we can go and use the pits and high reamers and put it on solid ground if we need to. So look at that. It does help. I mean, when we was at Tanner District we had blocks, so we could just put it up on blocks and it's fine, we could weld away or whatever. Here, yes, it's a little bit more difficult. Alright, it's a lot more difficult, but it is possible. We are working away to being self-efficient. Essentially, we're going to be looking at getting a generator that's at least powerful enough to run our little welder, because I know we know Sean's welder, it definitely won't run, but you know, our little one. So if anyone sees a generator that's cheap, essentially, let us know and we can do it. Preferably diesel, but we'll do a petrol one as well, but just needs to be powerful enough to run the welder wherever it is. I think it's at the back here, because this welder's not that powerful. It's only that one. So I mean, we've got an air compressor now. The stuff for air compressing is on its way, so we'll be able to use the port at the front of the bus to use the bus's air for things. That's how we're going to do the tyres here. So, but right, I'm going to let this run for half an hour, and then I'm going to go home where it's warm, because it's really cold here, and hopefully I'll try and find some more videos to work on use, because we're really far behind, obviously with this place being closed over Christmas. So, without further ado, please do make sure you do check out our brand new podcast. It's going to be on the 1st of every month. It's on Google, will be on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, there's several others. It's Anchor FM /MancBuses. You can see them all on there. I'll put a link in the description as well to where you can find the podcast. We're not putting it on YouTube for the simple reason we don't want to. It is there, but we're going to see how it goes first on its own. If you aren't already, please do consider becoming a patron, where you can have your mention at the start of the video and at the end of the video. It's selected at random for the credits at the beginning of the video, and at the end it's everybody. So as more and more go, then that will probably change as it goes. And obviously there's YouTube membership as well, which if you want to give to that, but we'd prefer Patreon because we get a bigger cut of it basically, and it's much better for us, as well as being a content creator. And yeah, don't forget all the links. Check out the website, mancbuses.com. Everything can be found on there. It is a little outdated, but we do work to try and put it forward as we go. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and please continue to support us and share our content in 2022. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you out on the road.
You can now find us on Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, Twitter and Instagram. Hashtag MancBuses. Find us at manbuses.com. MancBuses, we're sorting scrap.